To all, today's a general debate, and our topic is poverty is responsible for all problems of the Pakistan. And my opponent, Mr. Akash, he support that illiteracy rate is problem of the whole Pakistan. So first is my dear friend, Mr. Akash, that you see our illiteracy rate depend on our poverty. If a poverty will decrease, then our illiteracy rate is increase. And you see, here's a there are many types. You see, a government employers he do a corruption. Why? Here's a question is arise that why a government employers he do a corruption because of the less number of the salary and have a more time of the job in a day. And see a developed countries in a developed countries have a high number of time and less number of time and high number of salary. And therefore general debate and support that illiteracy is responsible, and opposite guys support that poverty is responsible for all Pakistan problems. No matter it's wrong that I give you correct information about that. Listen me carefully what I'm saying to you. That literacy cause analyze difference between right and wrong. Literacy cause labor and makes our country poor. Illiteracy cause crimes in our society. I give example of Afghanistan. That in Afghanistan that the people who are illiterate, that girls should not be educated. Girls should not be go to school college. If any girl goes to school colleges or university, that they kill him. Uneducated people uneducated people cannot aware from different languages. That people and the people don't respect the education people. And then tell education is very necessary. Then if that education is very necessary, education expect your point, my dear friend. And so but you see a condition of the Pakistan, what kind of problems he face. And uh, and you see you told about the crime. Why the crime is happened by the poverty? Because of the peoples are poor, and first they crime and they do uh, uh, they full of videos of the girls, and after they blackmail them. Why? Because of the poverty they blackmail them. They give us some money, then we will delete your video. And then if you can't give us some money, then we post at the social media. And then you and your family feel uncomfortable or bad, and you lost your respect. So see the condition of the countries. And then you talk about these kind of things and many other things. And if we are not right, then how can we live? Tell you that then tell you that if we cannot communicate with other people, that the literacy that the people uneducated people don't give equal rights to the man and women. And uneducated people think that men's have more rights, and men's have more powerful than women, and men's have more rights than women. Then I tell you that. And if we have illiteracy, if we cannot protect illiteracy, stops to rise a question. That and then I tell you, you see on the social media, in your news, in the cell phone, that people they loot the people in mobile phones, in mobile cell phone monies, etc. They tell you, you are unable to choose the right. That here you see the condition of our town, that there is no street, no light, and no roads are is not maintained. Then the hospital is not maintained. Then how can you say that illiteracy is
Jameel, I am in front of you for the debate, and I support that poverty is responsible for Pakistan all condition, and it is the truth and it is reality, which I am going to prove in my debate. As you all know that we are living in such a poor country where almost more than 35% population live beneath the poverty line, and more than 15% population earn less than a $5 per day. For this income is not too enough to live in such an expensive country. If we use this income to buy grocery items such as flour, rice, etc. Then not a single cent will be remaining to buy or to spend on other things such as education or the health care. And because of this, because of the poverty, every year, every day, 10 million Pakistani child are suffering from the stunting, and every year more than 1,77,000 Pakistani children die due to the malnutrition, because they are not they don't treated they don't have enough nutrition. They are affected by the different types of disease. Their parents don't have enough strength to admit them in a best hospital or to treat them.
Suraj Kumar, as you know, today we have a general debate, so I'm supporting that illiteracy. First of all, we have to know that what is the definition of illiteracy. The definition of illiteracy is that a person who cannot read and write his name is said to be illiteracy. The rate of illiteracy is increasing day by day because of lack of education. You know that the education system is very bad in Pakistan. 40% 40% population is getting education, and 60% are wasting their time. Do you know that synonym of illiteracy is that uneducated, ignorant, unread, unable to read and write? You know that on 3 April 2023, I went to National Bank to draw out with my cousin to draw out his salary. I saw a man who was PhD GST master, and who says to me, "You are educated?" I said yes. Who says that, "Please, I am GST and I do not read and write. Fill my check. Please fill my check." I said.
I'm going to tell you a fact which will bring in your warm or maybe in the cold. That every year Pakistani government spend more than 12 billion Pakistani rupees on the public healthcare, but what we get, nothing. You all guys are thinking that this is because of the illiteracy, but let me explain. There is also another reason, that is. Now here I'm talking about the Pakistani government school. Always studying in the government school is a wasting of the time, so we should move to the private schools, and there we need a lot of money. We should pay for the college fees, or for the hostel fees, semester fees, course fees, and many other things. Parents of those students who live in the rural areas don't have enough strength to earn more money. They advise the children to leave the study. They leave the study because of the poverty. They don't study, and this is the main cause of the poor illiteracy in Pakistan. They become child labor. They work in the factories or the mills and or another companies. They don't study. They earn money instead of studying. They fulfill their needs.
Who do not read and write is feel that then would do not time what he will say our nation, what will be in with our nation. A person who cannot read and write is his name, so means he is taking hour of free of course salary. My second point is that in Bangladesh their women are working in the factory, but our women are waiting for the BISP program, means Benazir Income Support Program. Our women should do hard work to adjust in with their family. My second was that your past is a waste paper. Your current, your present is your past is a waste paper. Your present is current paper. Your future is question paper. So read and write carefully, otherwise you will be tissue paper. And Thomas More says one of the greatest problem of our time is that many are schools but few are educated. So we should in the last I want to say give you a message that we should be we should send our neighbors our friends to schools and